So, hello out there everybody, this is Monkey Magic doing the thing again, and I'm here with the Samsung Galaxy Note. So, I've had this for a couple of days, and I'm doing the review. So as you can see, there's the S Pen here. This is the Korean version, so which means that this version is LTE compatible, as you can see from the box. U plus LTE. Okay, so Samsung Galaxy Note. Another major difference between this and the European version is, of course, that the European version is running the 1.4 gigahertz Exynos processor. This is running the 1.5 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. So let's quickly get into this phone. So first thought on this phone, it is freaking humongous. All right, it is just a big beast of a phone, but it's a lovely beast. Really, it fits in my hand really well. I think if you're a really big guy, this phone is definitely something you would want to look into. As you see, the front of the phone is all black. It has a Samsung logo there. 5.3-inch WXGA Super AMOLED screen, which is, yes, I'm sorry to tell you, but this is a pen tile screen. But it also has a 2 megapixel camera here and the earpiece here. And of course, the back here, it has the home button, back button, and menu button when you turn the phone on, as you can see. There you go. So, as you can see that. Sorry if this bright, blinded you. On this side here is just empty except for the lock button. And see, it has a nice little chrome bezel. On the bottom here, it's got the USB port to plug in the USB cable, and this is the slot where you put the S Pen, stylus pen, whatever you want to call it. On this other side here, it's got the volume rocker, and on the top of the phone, it's got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and also a noise cancellation microphone. And if you notice here in this corner, this little wedge, this is the DMB antenna that pulls out, because we are in Korea, and they love the DMB. On the back of the phone, is made plastic, and as you can see, 8 megapixel camera, LED flash, the U plus LTE symbol, which is kind of engraved in there, pretty nice, and the Samsung symbol, which is really nice because it's really engraved in there, and of course the speaker in the back. So let's jump into this. A couple more specs on this phone. This is running Android 2.3.6. It's going to get upgraded to Ice Cream Sandwich, I think, beginning of next year, maybe like March or something like that, hopefully sooner, but they said already something about March. So let's turn this phone on, and I must say this phone is a monster, and the screen is just to die for, really. Honestly, it's just a fantastic screen. The clarity, the brightness, it's just it's great. It's just really wonderful to have this extra real estate and stuff like that, and you can see actually everything so clearly. It's unbelievably how great the screen is. As you know, the S Pen is the big selling point of this phone, so let's get into some details about this. So as you can see, the S Pen Samsung, and it has this little gray button. This gray button kind of does a lot of things. So for instance, like if you're on a screen and you want to make a quick memo of something, you would hold the button down and you would double tap, and then a memo thing comes up, and then you can write your little memo like hello out there. And it's pretty good. It's accurate. It keeps up, but it's not something I think that I would use all the time. So if you can save and cancel there, and it gets out of there. So for instance, like that. Another good thing is also if you hold this button, gray button down, and you hold it onto the phone, it takes a screenshot. So if you're, for instance, in the web or something, we'll just do it with the screenshot. So you just hold it down and hold it down, and it takes a screenshot, and then it takes a screenshot and puts you into another level where you can doodle and draw some stuff. So for instance, hello, see, so pretty cool. But like I told you before, with my Vega LTE phone with the hand motion, I think this is more like a gimmick. And honestly, I think I feel kind of foolish to whip this out, because I don't look like a businessman. I don't look like I need to be writing down notes and stuff. And plus, you can just type it, and I think it's just as quick. But pretty cool to have. And maybe if some developers out there start developing where you use this to play games, like for instance the Nintendo DS, I think that would be really cool also. So waiting for that. Developers, do your thing. Implement this into a game, so I can use this for more than just looking stupid. Alright? For all you guys out there. So, like I said with this phone, it's just fantastic. It's gorgeous. The screen is fantastic, and everything is smooth. Um, you know, it doesn't clock as high as it doesn't benchmark as high as the Exynos, which is, I guess that Exynos is just a beast of a chipset in the Galaxy Note. But honestly, I'd rather trade the, Exynos chipset for LTE compatibility. So, the browser experience is fantastic. It's phenomenal. You know, you also notice it changes it up a little bit, and it is just a phenomenal browsing experience. Um, you can see everything so clearly. You can even see my email. Please don't hack into my account and do some weird shit to me. But anyways, let's jump into Yahoo, which is my favorite thing. So you see the LTE jumps in, and look at that. Somebody crashed up some Ferraris. God, I'll still take one. I'll take that, man. I'll just tell everybody, hey, my Ferrari's smashed up. But as you can see, pinch to zoom is just crazy smooth, as with all Samsung Galaxy line, and you can roll it around everywhere. And the great thing about this, because the screen is so large, you can honestly read the text like this easily and comfortably like this in the full out zoom. And of course, if you're like me, a little bit image impaired, you can of course zoom back in there, and it works wonderfully. And the pages load up fast because it's 4G LTE. What's up? So all right, let's get out of there. And oh, by the way, this phone, of course, is a resolution of 1280 by 800. So it's a great phone. For the resolution. Great thing also is, of course, the typing. So let's jump into the browser again one more time, and let's type some stuff. So this screen, when you jumps in, it's just fantastically huge, and you can easily type something thumb typing. And you see my big thumbs? See, it fits nice. Not when I use like the, sensation or something where I'm always double tapping and fixing. So really great for people with big hands and big thumbs. So there you go, my big mitts. All right. So we're gonna run a benchmarks with Quadrant. I already told you before. I'm gonna save you. Whoops. I'm gonna save you the. What did I just jump into? Oh, I think I jumped into some type.